partite del Cavallo del Seregno 2017. Stamp Collecting nettamente la più brillante nelle fasi iniziali e si porta subito a condurre con Mujadillaki che si mette immediatamente secondo in scia, poi la Gommeuse che scavalca Nijum Star che rimane quarta in corda, seguita da Oriental Arrow, poi l'Ara Sprint leggermente più arretrate le altre due. Stamp Collecting che ha una leadership assolutamente incontrastata, mantiene l'iniziativa con Mujadillaki seconda, la Gommeuse che si mantiene terza in giubba rossa su Nijum Star che è quarta in giubba blu con la tracolla bianca. Queste le posizioni quando siamo in curva. Al quinto posto Oriental Arrow che si profila per le corsie esterne con la giubba a strisce seguita dalla giubba bianca-rosso-verde di Alhambra che all'interno della sprint, ultima posizione per Odrolek Sam. Siamo già andati in retta gli 800 metri della pista grande che vedono Stamp Collecting affrontarli in vantaggio su Mujadillaki che segue da vicino, la Gommeuse che anticipa Nijum Star all'interno della sprint, poi ancora Oriental Arrow, più dietro Alhambra, Odrolek Sam che perde terreno, prova a ripartire nel frattempo Stamp Collecting su Mujadillaki che nel frattempo ha mosso dalla scia, la Gommeuse che si presenta su Nijum Star, Oriental Arrow al largo di tutti a sua volta molto incisiva, poi Alhambra in lunga progressione, 350 metri finali, Mujadillaki contro Stamp Collecting, le due allungano sulla Gommeuse, Oriental Arrow e Alhambra, Stamp Collecting che si difende ancora a 200 metri finale da Mujadillaki, quelle più dietro che non vengono troppo avanti e ancora Stamp Collecting in avanti ed è Stamp Collecting che domina Seregno in cost to cost, lasciando la Gommeuse al secondo su Mujadillaki, poi ancora più dietro c'è Alhambra. Che cost to cost, che rientro per Stamp Collecting. Mario Esposito, un orologio svizzero per il signor Biondi al training, la scuderia Corsa d'Oro ai colori.
Keeneland. Caton.
Well, that's IRAP, the horse that upset the apple cart. And while he came into the Bluegrass State in very different and much less fanfare than his illustrious stablemate Nyquist did, after the Bluegrass, he'll follow a similar path. According to the barn, Jack Sisterson already shipping out, but groom Fernell Serrano has told me that the horse cooled out well and was back to himself in about 30 minutes. So all signs good. He's obviously a good shipper, having been at Sunland Park and come into Kentucky, taken his game and upped it a notch. Doug says he will stay here at Lexington, similar to the way they did with Nyquist, do most of his workouts here versus working at Churchill Downs. Now, this has been the status quo for all of Doug's shippers into Kentucky for the Kentucky Derby. So we will get up close and personal with IRAP for quite a while, but not too close because he appears to be a biter.
I think you got to put into context for a moment here. Doug O'Neill has won the Kentucky Derby twice, and he's getting to make regular appearances there. Pretty amazing for where he started in the sport.
No, and here's a guy that if you looked at his career over the years, he was never really a guy that focused on 2-year-olds or younger horses. He was a claiming trainer and learned his craft under Doug Peterson, the last person that basically had Seattle Slew towards the end of his career. And Doug's the kind of guy that doesn't really work him that much in the morning, all about the gallops and the 2-minute licks. And yeah, Mr. Redham has helped him get there with a lot of his horses, but Doug has proven his worth. And you know what? He's always really good when he knows he has a good one and can settle. They ran into a little bit, even with the interview with Mr. Redham yesterday, he could even say, we were just hoping we were going to hit the board, and they won the race. So you're right. It's still, you're getting your horses there. You're doing something right.
And then there's his personality. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He'll give time to whoever wants to stop and talk to him. And, you know, he's so nice that at times you're wondering, is that for real?
Yeah.
But it is. That's just him.
And I thought the greatest test of what his true personality is like was essentially the witch hunt that was conducted during I'll Have Another when he was on the Triple Crown Trail. All right, the field is about to break out of the starting gate for race number 5 at Aqueduct. The Distaff Handicap, grade 3 for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward, going 7 furlongs. Slight favorite here in the 4, Carumba, who's gone up from even money to 2 to 1.
They're all in line. They're off in the distaff. Kelso Kate comes out running quickly with Clip the Coupon Annie. These two out for the lead together. Indulgent came out running in third. Highway Star is fourth early on, racing on the inside, and Carumba will settle into stride back there in fifth. 6 lengths off the lead. Tail for Ruby is last. Kelso Kate in front. Clip the Coupon Annie, 3/4 of a length behind. Highway Star, third and racing on the rail as they continue up the back stretch. Through that first quarter in 22 and 2. Then Indulgent, Tail for Ruby, and Carumba's last. 4.5 lengths off of front-running Kelso Kate, who heads into the far turn, a neck in front. Clip the Coupon Annie on the outside, draws even. They're right together on the lead. Indulgent's coming up to them now. Indulgent is taken third. She's a length behind and heading up toward the top as they make their way around the far turn. Here comes Indulgent on the outside. Clip the Coupon Annie. Giving way is Kelso Kate. Highway Star. Carumba's got a lot of work to do. 5 lengths off the lead. The half was 45 flat. They're into the stretch. Clip the Coupon Annie and Indulgent. These two 1-2 as they come down to the 8th pole. And here is Highway Star coming up after them on the far outside. Indulgent in front. Highway Star closing in. And down toward the inside, Clip the Coupon Annie. Highway Star trying to catch Indulgent in deep stretch. Highway Star's gonna do it in the distaff. Beating Indulgent and Clip the Coupon Annie. And fourth was Kelso Kate.
Rodrigo Yabio just took the Grade 3 Distaff Handicap. Yes, that Rodrigo Yabio.
Yeah, Highway Star here and Angel Arroyo for Mr. and Mr. Chester Broman Sr. And this is a horse that likes to win races. Now 6 for 9 lifetime. And, you know, Arroyo was able to basically wheel off the cover of the 5 here, Indulgent.
Yeah, no, great race. And our favorite, Carumba, off the board here. Maybe got fourth. Dare we say?
Ay, caramba. 2.
Del 207 ci vediamo tutto.
Partiti. È in vantaggio Rubik davanti a Fanol Piffer, Time to Choose, Jalapeno, Multicolor, Refuse to Bobbin e Slowpoke. Dopo 300 metri di corsa passa Fanol Piffer davanti a Rubik, Time to Choose, Jalapeno, Multicolor, Refuse to Bobbin e Slowpoke. Dopo 600 metri di corsa prosegue in vantaggio Fanol Piffer davanti a Time to Choose con all'interno Rubik, a seguire Jalapeno, Multicolor, Refuse to Bobbin e Slowpoke. All'inizio della curva è sempre in vantaggio Fanol Piffer davanti a Time to Choose, Rubik, Jalapeno, Multicolor, Refuse to Bobbin e Slowpoke. Poco prima dell'ingresso in dirittura prosegue in vantaggio Fanol Piffer davanti a Time to Choose, Rubik e Jalapeno. I cavalli entrano in dirittura con Fanol Piffer in vantaggio lungo la corda davanti a Time to Choose, Rubik, Jalapeno, Multicolor, Refuse to Bobbin e Slowpoke. È sempre in vantaggio lungo la corda Fanol Piffer, attaccato all'esterno da Time to Choose. A centropista Refuse to Bobbin, seguono Jalapeno, Slowpoke e in leggero vantaggio Refuse to Bobbin davanti a Time to Choose. Fanol Piffer e Slowpoke, conduce Refuse to Bobbin davanti a Time to Choose, all'interno è Time to Choose, all'esterno Refuse to Bobbin, terzo Jalapeno.
È molto serrato l'arrivo tra Time to Choose, che forse all'interno potrebbe essere rientrato, a uno splendido Refuse to Bobbin che ha portato il suo attacco nel momento perfetto. Si è spento lungo la corda Fanol Piffer, alla distanza si è fatto sotto già la Pegno. Vediamo insieme, Maurizio, il testa a testa che Laurente Pomponi ci dà da un'altra angolazione. Qui è questione di tempo di galoppo e c'è un collone per Time to Choose Fabio Branca.
It was a dead heat. I think at 4 to 5, you could play against her. Treble is sharp. My Miss Cliff is sharp. Here you see the Keeneland grads. And I know you like the outside horse, or the 6 in here, a horse that went through the Keeneland rings as well. That's undefeated.
Well, I got a simple angle. It's Ben Perkins off a long layoff. Look, there's not a huge sampling in the form, but I've been coming to Keeneland many, many moons, and this is a barn that is great with a fresh horse. Now, up at Parks, it's a deeper surface on certain occasions, and it can be tiring. The times are not impressive, but this horse has the ability to sit. So if there's a pace meltdown, don't be surprised if the 6 back here at Keeneland, waiting for a call of riders up with our feature, the Adena Spreings Beaumont. And we are currently taking a look at a horse that we mentioned, the 6, Sign Wave, coming in for Ben Perkins Jr. Caton.
Todd, Sign Wave is by Big Brown, who, of course, won the Kentucky Derby and Preakness, one of the greats. And out of Carolina, a filly who won the first 2 legs of the Triple Tiara in New York, that trio of races for fillies that's so prestigious, a very good race mare. And Benny Perkins Jr. says that Sign Wave showed him signs of being a good one as well. Although she was a little green in her debut, managed to win despite some trouble in the beginning stages of the race. She matured a bit in that second start out, which she also won quite easily. They've been impressed with the way she's come out of those races and continued to improve and learn. They did want to run her sooner than this, but had some weather issues on the East Coast. Now or never is kind of the mantra for Benny Perkins Jr., but they do believe Sign Wave is sitting on a big race. And guys, I worked for Benny's father, Ben Perkins, and around Benny as well, galloping horses. And if there's one thing I know, they know a thing or two about sprinters and getting horses ready off layoffs. He said she's ready to go and believes she's going to run a big race.
That's at a very nice number, up on the board at 11-1, incredible. And now we have our call for riders up in the Adena Spreings Beaumont, and they're obviously running behind schedule because of that saddling issue with the 3 Sweet Loretta. It says 2 minutes to post, but clearly going to take a little bit more than that. There is the 5 Dancing Rags for trainer Graham Motion. We heard from him earlier. And now let's find out more on this race before the post parade with Caleb Keller.
Well, Todd, you know it must be a great stakes race if Ron Moquette brings out the pocket square here for this one, as he's got trouble. And Ron, congratulations. You had another great Oaklawn meet, especially early there at Arkansas. How has the barn transitioned up here north to Kentucky?
We think they're handling the surface well, and it looks like Oaklawn's class is matching up well with the various other racetracks. So it's going great so far.
Well, she won first time out and got bet. Actually, was the favorite in all 3 starts. Was that a product of what she was showing in the mornings?
Yeah, she had let the cat out of the bag a couple times, and we work nice and easy most of the time. But the last gate work kind of woke everybody up to that she could run a little.
How about going up against 2 established Grade 1 winners in today's Beaumont?
Well, anytime you come up here for a stakes race, and you know, right next to where they all bring the money at Keeneland, they always want to do well here. So these guys are coming off a layoff, and they're already proven classy fillies. So it's going to take some doing to beat them.
This one is listed at about 7 furlongs, a.k.a. a mile. So the extra 2 furlongs, is that a big plus, or are we going to find out soon enough? Is that a question for you?
Well, we all have opinions, and they have the truth. So I think that she's going to relish the distance, and hopefully she agrees with me.
Ron, you look sharp today. Best of luck this meet.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, guys. Ron Moquette getting set for the Grade 3 Beaumont here at Keeneland.
And this post parade for the Adena Spreings Beaumont is brought to you by OCD Pellets. Build stronger bone. Find out how. Visit www.ocdpellets.com. There's Dancing Rags.
Dancing Rags is your Alcibiades winner here last year in the mile 16th. Now going to start her 2017 campaign around 1 turn.
There's Todd's horse, the 6, Sign Wave, 2 for 2, hoping to keep that streak going.
And then Promises Broken on the outside. Robbie Alvarado and Phil Sims will round out your post parade. A filly by Algorithms here. and does have a open length win over a sloppy racetrack at Keeneland.
That was your live post parade for the Adena Spreings Beaumont. It says 0 minutes.
They're so rapid early in there. All the riders send. A lot of Louisiana breds are those kinds of horses, and that's their style. So the fact that she laid off a few lengths from those two pace scenarios down there, I think the pace scenario here is going to have her in front early, and I think she's going to clear these horses early.
Field nearly at the starting gate for the Adena Spreings Beaumont. Paul, clearly you are negative on the 4-5 for Sweet Loretta. Where are you going to end up in here?
I like the 2, My Miss Schiff in here, and I like the 5, Dancing Rags. I'm 2-5 here. I'm just not a fan of the 3. I know it's Todd, and he's tremendous at what he does, and I know the horse has been working great, but 2-5, 1 beat weak fields, and I think this is a different ballgame. This is a nice little group of fillies in here.
Tom, who can we mark you down for? That one right there?
Well, you know, look, I like that. I like the Louisiana bred filly quite a bit, the 2, My Mischief. But, I mean, when you're looking at price and value, and I realize the horse I'm going to give you actually ran for a claim at one time, but this horse, Laney, who's won the last 2 in a row along the rail, the #1 horse here, is a horse that's vastly improved from when she first started her career. I like the fact that she's had a couple of wins, and they're improving type of wins. Eddie Keneally's horse came to run this weekend. Eddie Keneally, the trainer here. Julian Leparoux in the irons. A lot to like about 14-1 on the 1 horse.
Field moving into line for our feature on this Sunday at Keeneland. It's the Grade 3 Adena Spreings Beaumont. Moving into line, your favorite, the 3, Sweet Loretta at 4-5. My Miss Schiff is the second choice now at 7-2. And if you're all about the treble, not the bass, that's your third choice, the 4. Here's Kurt Becker.
And they're off in the Adena Spreings Beaumont. Promises Broken away quickly from the outside. My Mischief has early speed. Treble is up close, and Sine Wave, who comes away running in the 4th position. Headed up the backstretch now. Promises Broken has the lead, gets over to the inside, leading Sine Wave 3 parts of a length. Now here's Sweet Loretta. Broke toward the back of the pack, moves up a couple of spots to the inside of My Mischief to challenge that one for the 3rd spot. Treble joins them to the outside, a close-up 5th. Dancing Rags in 6th, and Laney 7th and last. But Promises Broken is the leader, 23 and 2/5 seconds. The time for the opening quarter, leading Sine Wave 3 parts of a length. Sweet Loretta hugs the rail in 3rd, a length off the lead into the far turn. Treble to the far outside in 4th. Now moves up once again, challenging for the 3rd position. My Mischief is there, fighting on from 5th. Now 4th. In between horses, Dancing Rags 5 lengths off the lead, and next to last with Laney trailing to the top of the stretch, and Promises Broken and Sine Wave going at it. Sweet Loretta stays down toward the inside, looks for running room there. My Mischief behind horses. Treble is still there, far outside, but still 5th. Sweet Loretta finds an opening, starts moving up the rail to challenge Promises Broken and Sine Wave with My Mischief in 4th. Final furlong, Sweet Loretta kicking clear with a 3-length lead in the Adena Spreings Beaumont. Sweet Loretta just past the 16th pole, maintaining that 3-length margin, and Sweet Loretta takes it for Javier Castellano. Sine Wave was home 2nd. Laney rallied up on the outside for 3rd over Promises Broken 4th, 127 and 3.
Keeneland graduate Sweet Loretta takes the Adena Spreings Beaumont, a Grade 3 purchase at the Keeneland November sale of 2014 for $750,000. Javier Castellano. And back out here, as is tradition with our feature races, the winner is honored on the turf course for the trophy presentation. And Sweet Loretta, the winner here. Paul, we were talking about Javier Castellano. Look, I mean, when you're good, you make your own breaks. But, boy, he got a nice trip here with Sweet Loretta.
He made a key move down the backside, and you can see he got underneath the 2, and he put Mitchell Morel in a tough spot. Javier is just a great rider. He just knows the pace of the race, the clock inside of his head. I would compute it to the same as timing for a baseball player or any type of football player, impeccable. And he just knew that that rail was going to open. The 2 horse should have been in that spot. Now, was the 2 a better horse than the 3? No. Sweet Loretta won the race, but never stopped the momentum, always had the best horse. I did not like Sweet Loretta one bit today, and she crushed. But Todd Pletcher just regrouped with her. In the Tweety Bird reference, the dam, I thought it was a putty cat. I did.
Wow, Paul LaDuca going Hanna-Barbera on us. for the replay of the Adena Spreings Beaumont. It's another winner by Tappet. Man, does he produce a nice horse. Tappet, you can find out at Gainesway for $300,000. We still have one more race to come.
Can you go home? You've been here for like 12 hours.
I do enjoy that Starting Gate show. I'll have to say, I love me some Starting Gate. That is a fun show to do. But Caleb Keller has had a long day. Is going to take